All glory, honor, and praise to the Most High and His Son, Jesus Christ, who rescued me from darkness. So, He is the one we proclaim, the light, the treasure, the door, the Lamb, the perfect Lamb of life, the light, the bright light, the wisdom of God that one will need to exit the playing field gracefully. Okay, so I always try to do grace, mercy, and peace to you in abundance. So grace, mercy, and peace to you in abundance. Those that are on board, on the train, going the right way, upstream, like a salmon, going upstream, you're gonna have to fight to get out of here. It's not gonna be easy. It won't be easy to get out of here in one piece. You're in a dangerous place, really. The Lord is not playing around. That'll be evident in a second. There's a verse, I'll give it to you, it's 6 words. And it struck me this morning when I read it. It said, do not err, my beloved brethren. Do not make errors. Do not make errors. Those are the baseball crowd. They know, do not err, my beloved brethren. 6 words. The Lord's not playing around. There is sin that leads to death. So once you come on board this train, rid yourself of all your disease, your cancer, your darkness. So you appear blameless, without fault, pure, in the light, when you are ultimately found and judged according to what you've done here on earth. So everything that you do here is being watched and recorded. Those that glorify God in all their conduct and thought and conversation will go to a place where there's no more tears and no more suffering. So the Bible tells us that the whole creation groans until this is finished. So all the fighting, all the tears, all the pain will end. This 6,000, 7,000 year battle between good and evil will end. So as I try to say, to try to kick the door down. So the Bible tells us that in Genesis 12:5, Exodus 12:5, that a lamb without blemish, a perfect lamb or a perfect goat is to be slaughtered. And that's in Exodus 12:5. Where is it? Do you know? 12:5. It says, the animal you chose must be year-old males without defect, and you may take them from the sheep or the goats. It describes how to slaughter them and how to eat them. And now this seems like crazy talk when if you don't know the Lord yet, You say, what is going on here? But we do know this will be simple for you, that this blood from this lamb, this perfect lamb of sacrifice, was to be placed on a sign, will be a sign for you on the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and you will be safe. So it's just like those that have Christ are covered. In the end, if Christ is on you, you've put Christ on, then that blood will cover you from the judgment. So that's a proof text. The Old Testament is predicting this perfect lamb, that if you put some blood above your door, it will save you from God, who's going to strike evil Egypt. He's going to take out the firstborn of all who are in Egypt without the blood on the doorpost. So the Lord's not playing around. I suggest you don't play around with your life. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Take your life serious. All of you have been blessed with a beautiful life. I'm sure of it. All have interesting stories. You've lived this long. Every one of us gets a pretty good run at this life in all of its challenges and ups and downs. So, praise the Lord. Thank the Lord for this day that we have. So I'll go to, I'm not going to stay too long. I'll be happy. You know, before I make a video to YouTube, if it's toward Facebook, I actually get a little sick. You know, I start, because I don't want to tell people something that they don't want to hear. It's easier to preach to people that you don't know and that you're just saying it, but anyone would be like that, right? You don't want to tell people something they don't want to hear. It's the bearer of good news, and it's the bearer of bad news as well. So I wanted to go quickly back into some of the life, specifically speaking to Robert Kluver today. Mr. Kluver, you and I, we sat down every morning, basically, I'm just saying, whatever it is that means. For 20-something years, 20 plus years, we sat, ate breakfast in the morning, give or take a few years, and we had our newspapers, and we sought laughter, and looking for laughter, even if it was mocking others or ourselves in the folly of our lives. And it's therapeutic to have a conversation with someone to discuss what's going on in your life. I'm thankful. In some ways it's just interesting that but you know, those conversations that we had for 20 plus years, spiritually speaking, they were useless and of no value, and they were off the right path, and they were dead conversations of no value. So I hear them all the time now when I travel. It's the same type of conversation. You know, I'd like to defend it some more, but I won't. Because there's worse. There's a lot of dead. They don't even have much pleasure in it. It's almost. It's just the daily sad conversation of most people is. But I suppose in between, knowing what I know now, it definitely looks sad. And because I'm looking back and thinking, you know, basically I was just a dead man dead man just breathing. So without the knowledge of heaven. So, and then I also would. So Rob and I would do a lot of breakfast and a lot of conversation, right? And then go play basketball. That's good. Healthy life with lots of stories about all the days on the basketball court, right? And then some even afterwards at the bar. So the other friend I had was named Mike Keating. And with him, it was a different time period. I would walk in the park with him, and what a blessing that is if you can find someone to take a walk with and discuss higher things. Certainly, I was thankful for the exercise and a friend once again discussing your life and pondering the bigger questions of life. Some of us are desperately seeking the answers to why we're here and who we are. And this friend of mine, Michael Keating, many days we took a walk in the park and discussed spiritual things. But I was off the right road. I thought I had it. I thought it was this meditation and peacefulness with thousands of books in my home and attending coffee shops and New Age bookstores. So looking for God in all sorts of areas and thinking that I have something there with this meditation thing, and it's definitely valuable and definitely helpful for the Christian life, because through peace comes peaceful things, and that's in the Bible, basically, that God is not just the God of love, but the God of peace. So, and now things have changed. I don't. Mike has passed away, and Rob is far away, and so I feel like I do a similar thing. I go to the restaurant in the morning, Burger King, McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, occasionally even Starbucks or something. So just to sit and read, or the library today for a bit, and then so now I don't do the physical exercise like basketball, swim in the pool. It's very peaceful and easy on my legs and my hips, and not young and able to do what I used to be able to do. So I feed my brain with the wisdom of God. Now I know I'm on the right path, having heard from God. So I rest in, and he is my main acquaintance. So it's, I don't know, it's joyful enough to live with on the other side of the fence, and I hope that all have jumped over the fence, becoming wise somehow. But this message should be confirmed, and that concerns me about many people. We have a merciful God, and we need to fear Him greatly. If you walk outside, you should be able to see the perfection and the staggering complexity of the creation, how advanced God is. And it's staggering just to see the insects, the design, and all of it. It should blow your mind how perfect and staggering the complexity of it is. So we do have a merciful God. So for those that haven't entered the train going north against the tide, still hope. So that's good. He was predicted in the Old Testament, and he came through. So a lot of people that say, oh, they want to go to a revival, some type of Christian revival. I've never been to a Christian revival. I was revived from the dead, and then His Word. So I was revived, but then I didn't. I was still in the hospital bed. You have to read His Word to get the wisdom to be able to know how to walk. You're still crippled. So I'm refreshed, just like any type of fruit that needs the rain to continue to bear fruit. So with water, His Word, it helps me understand and refreshes me and reminds me of all that I need, how I need to conduct myself. If you're an underdog, I think the Lord likes those that are underdogs. Lord seems to take it says He doesn't take those that are the popular people, and He doesn't call them necessarily out. So I don't know. He raises up. What does it say? He raises up the humble, brings them to higher places. So He takes the low and raises them high, and the rich boys I'd be real generous if I was rich. I wouldn't flaunt my wealth. Maybe if you were poor and you were raised up in the Lord and He allowed you to be rich, that might be all right. Might feel safe. But if you were rich and you found the Lord, I'd be pretty generous. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Do not err, my beloved brethren. Your life is very serious. You're on it looks like a carnival out there, but you are okay. All right, I'm getting kicked out, which is okay. I think enough was said.